stretching on the ground. However you want to, freestyle stretching is pretty much done now with the physical work, so if you want to do yourself any stretches that you feel comfortable before we sit. So when we speak about this subject of war, it's really important to distinguish that there are certain wars that are not good. There are certain aspects of war that we try to avoid. And this is the unnecessary physical wars that can cause difficulty, especially and eventually to our most innocent people on our earth, the children. So at Chikri we like to believe that it's the spirit of goodness over the spirit of destruction that wins. And today I'm going to read you something, we'll talk about it in a moment, called War and Sleep. So two words you wouldn't normally put together, war and sleep. And it's a sentiment that I feel very strongly about, and it's one that's affecting my life currently at the moment. I'll tell you about that in a second. But we're distinguishing war in a negative sense from the positive. And also remember a couple of weeks ago I spoke about religion, and I spoke about God, the word God just meaning goodness, and being good people, as more important than it is ascribing to a religion. So listen carefully to this. War and sleep. My soul is on fire, sparked by desire. Desire for the nations to merge in celebrations. Conflictions of the border, disrupting human order. I wish I had the powers to turn their guns to flowers. My country is my place, but I don't own this space. My home is where I sleep, but still, my Lord, I weep. They fight for their religion, kill the dove and free the pigeon. If one man lives, another must die. If one eye smiles, the other must cry. Confusion on the war front, confusion on the shore. They fight all day or night, but most don't know what they're fighting for. I'm safe where I dwell daily. No war is at my door. I'm safe when I am sound asleep, but still, my Lord, I weep. Children die long before their mothers. Sisters starve to feed their younger brothers. You never see a child kill a child for any reason, but a man will kill anyone, anywhere, in any type of season. My Lord, I think I should dedicate my life to peace and the ways of the great. But until each baby is safe when they sleep, still, my Lord, I weep. We have a duty in our lives to children. First and foremost, our duty is to children. It's not to ourselves, it's not to history, it's not to tradition, it's to children. Okay? And the children that we must look after the most are the ones who are innocently caught up in the conflicts of adults, men, and tradition. Because they are the most innocent of all victims. And it's very close to my heart to make sure that children are taken care of when it's man-made problems like greed or religion or politics and they are suffering at the bottom of that. It's incomprehensible to me that life can go forward unless its children are taken care of. So that type of war I'm not talking about when I talk about warriors. I'm not talking about a warrior that's involved or manipulated into being in that type of war. I'm talking about your personal struggles. You know, there's a young girl in India that I'm trying to look after, Suhani, as you know in newsletters, and many, many children out there who are going through difficulties through man-made problems, politics, religion, all these things, greed, and there's children dumped into the streets everywhere because of these. My job is to try to help as much as I can. All I'm asking for you today is if you want to help this orphanage, which we're working at, is very simple. They need things like sandals and water. I bought them a camera. I asked them, do you have a camera to take some photos of Suhani and the kids? And they said, we don't have a camera. They don't have a camera between 100 people. They share one camera between 2 orphanages. All of us have 2 digital cameras. One on our phone, probably one in the car. Okay? They don't have one between 2 orphanages. So I bought them, obviously, straight away, taking care of something, doing what I'm doing. I'm sure you lot are doing a lot of things as well. If you want to help at all, I'm not fundraising officially for them, it's just from my heart, because I know how much they need it. Then there's a list over there, you can put your name and email, and we'll contact you to see how much you want to give, because we'll give some money from Cheap Crew. Or if you've got anything on you today, please kindly let a little bucket, it will go straight to the orphanage and I've collected it. It's up to you, I'm not going to labour this point anymore. I've said what I needed to say, what my heart wanted me to say today. This poem I wrote when I was 18 years old, and it was a phase when I was going through that kind of stuff. I didn't understand how our world was functioning when the lowest, the youngest, most innocent was suffering. How could we go forward? How is putting a man on the moon? How is any progress if a child dies? It's our collective interest that's happening. It's our responsibility. We must educate ourselves, be more responsible, and take care of it in every single way we can. We're a family. Right? And yoga describes one thing very interesting, I'll tell you, is we have 7 chakras, 7 energy centers inside us. 6 of them belong to you. 1 of them belongs to the collective mind. So at the top of the brain, we don't know much about the brain. I'll tell you what yoga tells you about the brain. It's a dome of intelligence and light, and it's connected to every single human in existence. Okay? Your consciousness is mine and mine. That's why at the bottom we're all the same, because our consciousness is the same. But the physical mass has made us into individuals. But we're not individuals, we're all one union. We're all one family. And when you really look inside your heart and you look at what's going on in the world, something will pull at your heartstrings. And it's because you're family. It's because that child is your child. And I'll say one thing before I finish today. My decree is this. If you have 1 child, you must adopt, take care of another child. If you have 1, there must be 1 else. If you have 3 children, you must take care of 3 children. If you have 2, there must be 2 children. If you have no children, you can start with taking care of 1 child outside of your family. Only if we do things like this are we going to start to pull in and make changes. Until we do something balanced and fair, I'm not saying don't have kids, but if you take 1, you look after 1, because there's enough around, right? That's the way. Right? And a lot of people do a lot of good, so support them, support wherever you can, but do support, even if it's maybe half bucks. Okay? Sit for a few minutes of meditation before we finish, keep your eyes closed.